Hey there, welcome to another episode of Moandain Designs. I'm your host Moandain. This video is part of my Gadgets review series, and today we're going to be talking about the Sega Trio. The Sega Trio is a power adapter for the Sega Genesis, Sega 32X, and the Sega CD all put together. Now, why I wanted one of these was because, well, I needed the room. This thing replaces 3 power plug transformers that go fairly close to the wall, and those things are individual and they generate lots of heat and all this other nonsense. And that's basically why I wanted something a lot more convenient. Now, there are more advantages for this device. It actually generates less heat than any of the other power adapters, and I believe it actually generates less heat than any one of the power adapters, not to mention all 3 of them together. It does provide a cleaner power for the system. This is very important, mainly just because cleaner power mainly means a cleaner signal. It also means that there's no spikes in the power to help wear out some of the internal components like the capacitors and voltage regulators and rectifiers and all the other electronic parts inside of the system itself. Another thing is it's convenient. I mean, come on guys, it's 1 plug versus 3 plugs that even clog up a power strip. I mean, it's really, really convenient. Now, when I bought mine, I bought the M2 Ultra for $69.99, and yes, I know that's a lot of money, but when you're when you're trying to build everything up so that you can build your video game dream room, wall plug real estate starts becoming an issue, and this solved that quite handily. Now, this is sold on retrogamecave.com, and I have to tell you guys, this thing sells out, and it sells out quick. Last time when I was trying to get one and everything, I was up until with a countdown timer to get my pre-order in, and I think it took 6 months for me to get mine. And yes, that's a little bit crazy to think about, that you're going to pay for something and then wait for it for 6 months. But the pre-orders sell out. The last time I recall, they sold out in 2 hours. Now, the guy who makes these things, he actually goes through and gets supplies and tries very hard to fulfill as many pre-orders as he possibly can. But the guy's name is Charles Smith. My hat's off to you, man. You've created a very superior product. I look forward to some of your future products, and there are some future products on your site. I believe there's talk about an NES AC adapter that's just for the NTSC or the US released Nintendo Entertainment System, and that's gonna clean up the power so that you're not receiving any interference while you're trying to play your Nintendo. And it's just a product that is worth it. Now, if you don't have a Sega Genesis with all of the trimmings, it might not be worth it to you. But if you are a big-time collector and you have the Sega Genesis with absolutely everything on it, get one of these. You will not regret it. Well, that's it for this episode of Moandain Designs. I'm your host, Moandain, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. If you like what you see, you can support me and my channel on Patreon by clicking the link below. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.